Hi, this is Sunsun Mushi, and this is gonna be a One Piece pick a card tarot reading. So I'm not really sure how many of you out there are into One Piece or curious in this reading, even if you're not, because by all means you don't have to know anything about the series to get this kind of reading. Basically, what I do is I pick a page from one of the volumes and I look at the scene, and it's just like a tarot card. I just give you a reading based off of it. So yeah, so I basically picked out certain volumes based off of the cards I saw. So since it's card 41, and I guess if you're not into the series, then warning, I guess spoilers through like pictures, but for the most part I won't really talk about the plot of the story. You might just see like characters and scenes, I don't know. But yeah, so since this is 41, I picked 41, and so these ones came out, so I think an overall message is going to be, and 36 came out twice. Basically, Spirit has messages for you regarding something you feel, something that you want, and I think it's related to love, because this is 6 of Cups. It's the Simply Love card. This is 3 of Wands, like taking initiative, take the lead. This is 7 Crown Chakra, which is like spirit, and then this is 2 Sacral Chakra, which is feelings. So basically, I feel like Spirit has a message about your feelings, about what you want, and it's regarding love and the connection. So yeah, but yeah, I got 27, so I picked volume 27. 36, and it's funny because like this 3 came up or above it, which basically just told me 36 again. So yep, 36, and then 42 right here. So yeah, basically pick a card. It's going to be split into 4 readings. Reading number 1, which is volume 41. Reading number 2, volume 27. Reading number 3, volume 36, and reading number 4, volume 42. So whichever of these pictures resonate with you the most, I guess that's your reading, and there's a message for you inside. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So reading 1 right off the bat with Whale, I'm getting there's some sort of not lesson to be learned, but rather something important about the past that you can learn from, because Whale is like record keeping. It's like you can really learn from the past and where you've been. Yeah, it's the record keeper. Whale is like a swimming library. So I'm hearing that there's like that with enough digging in your own like archives of memory, if you search enough within and like look around you, basically, you can find certain answers, or come to certain understandings about your situation and where you're at right now and how you got here. This is what I'm hearing. If I have to tell you every day. And I hear there's something quite beautiful regarding your love story, your life, in terms of what you're looking for. You're looking for something maybe quite romantic, maybe someone with a depth to them as well, a historical depth. Like, this doesn't have to just mean like, oh, they have like a lot of culture, but rather it's like they've just like had many experiences and like maybe even traveled a lot, but there's someone who has had quite a life. It's like they've been through the depths of the ocean. They've seen darkness, they've seen warm, cold, like all sorts of experiences. And I feel like it's an attractive energy, honestly. Seeing where someone's been, it's an attractive energy is what I'm picking up from that. So I'm going to get a message from here, and the numbers that I get from it, if it doesn't exceed the amount of pages in this book, I'll go to that page. I was a piece of art. And I'll give a message from these tarot cards, of course. The very start. So we get the sun. And so that's 19. And the sun, this is about the warmth you feel. If this is love, regarding, then the warmth you feel with this connection. But this is also a warmth and a positive energy that you can feel within yourself. But this song just came on. I'm really feeling, it's a very new energy. Like maybe you guys, maybe something you're really reminiscing on lately is like the beginning energy, like what the energy was like with this person. It's like you guys were like, maybe like kids, just like, wow, just experiencing love together, and it was like something new and beautiful and quite romantic. 8 of Cups reversed. Yeah, I don't know how that came out reversed. Is this the wrong? No, it's not. So yeah, I'm hearing, it's funny enough that I wanted to go with 19 and 8 and go to page 198, but because it's reversed, I'm hearing not to take this one quite yet, but rather it's probably connected with this bottom card, which is a 10. So 108, I don't know if you guys kind of got how I got there, but basically I feel like you have this energy of like, oh, we've been everywhere. It's kind of like, yeah, you've been everywhere. It's kind of like you're like ready to like chill, to settle where you're at, like in your location. Like you're not trying not to move around too much right now, and just trying to maybe like enjoy the times for what it is at this moment. Maybe there's something you really cherish about this place you're at and this connection. Yeah, I feel like this is Spirit's way of saying that this person is really quite something. So that's cool. So I'm going to flip to page 108. Two pages after this chapter, 394. 106, 107, 108. Oh man. I feel like this is like you want to be at a certain place, but it seems like maybe there's always something happening where you end up having to leave or having to run away. It's like maybe you're turning away from this connection, but it's not because you are trying to move on. Well, no, it's not because you don't want the connection, but rather maybe you feel as though you gotta run. And I'm also hearing with that, it's like a survival instinct, but also it's like you're tired of running and you shouldn't, like the life you lived, you shouldn't have had to spend your whole life running, but you did. Like just with how the circumstances came up and with your own free will, how you led your life, with just everything put together, all the events that came up pretty much resulted in like you want to put your heart somewhere, but you always end up having to run. Oh, I had a feeling with this volume. Yeah. Interestingly enough, you got just like a page that like it's not even really part of the chapter. It's just kind of like a little doodle. It's like not a part of the actual like. I guess it is part of it, but like, it's similar to this. This is a cover page where it's just like art. It's very similar to that. So you got that page, but it still kind of spoke measures. So it really was like a single panel card. Very interesting. Okay. And then with this 19 energy, I still feel there's something coming from it. If a digit doesn't come with it, it's either going to be just page 19 or 190 something. I'm starting to feel it's page 19. Perhaps 193. So as much as there's positivity with this connection, I am hearing there is something closed off. There's something about this. The Three of Swords. Something closed off. Something happened, I feel. Almost like someone just like said something that like it's like you would have to say that in order to get you to run away. Like someone would have to say something to cause this fight or flight instinct where I feel as though you go with the flight. I don't know, those sound very similar. So like flee, not the fight one, but the flee one. So yeah, I feel like this person said something and it got you to like kind of close off, run away, whatever it is. Chapter 398. So this is 187, and then I'm going to 193. 98, 91 to 93. Ooh, things got a little complicated. So I think what may have happened is so something happened, you ended up having to turn away or go somewhere, leave. Not because you wanted to, but you felt you had to. Maybe it was just part of your instincts and just how you were living your life. You did that perhaps. And then you're just trying to work on yourself, perhaps, really balance out your energy and do what's best for you, pursue your passion, pursue your talents, pursue literally what you're trying to figure out in life, Maybe you were trying to find yourself and you literally went off trying to find yourself or answers, And I feel like along that path, maybe you then experienced a lot more of this, a lot more. So it's kind of like this really important person sort of said something that hurt you. And then from that moment of turning away or leaving, I feel like it's just been kind of like, perhaps you've either been going through several people or like meeting several people or circumstances along the way that cause more pain or cause you to have to keep running, keep going, keep seeking your truth kind of solo by yourself. To the point where maybe you're like not really like sure what it feels like anymore to have this embrace, this positive energy with a person. I feel like maybe you're kind of flying solo right now. But, for some of you who are with someone, then definitely I feel like this message doesn't resonate with you. I feel like this is a very specific message for some of you who choose reading number 1. And then a final message I hear is that either there was a bunch of people or you get to one person after this person. So either you turned away from this connection and you basically came across someone else who you kind of set up a connection with, knowing perhaps that they're not like the best connection for you, but like in terms of your survival, they work out in that regard. It's like kind of like crashing on someone's couch would be an example, but like basically like, or like even ending up in a relationship with someone who maybe you don't really feel that strong connection with, but it's something that gives you a place, something that gives you security, that kind of stuff. By the way, if you're kind of wondering where I got that from, I don't know if you guys are, I don't want to spoil, but at the same time I don't know if you guys are like wanting to see these pages basically. But pretty much the page I got is this one. And so the main character in this is this like person, and she basically has to like run around. She's like looking for these giant stones that like only she can read. No one else can read them, like the language that's on the stone. And so her whole thing of what she wants in this life is to explore these stones and learn history. They just tell history. That's like literally it, but it's against the law. And so that's what she wants to do. And so she's wanted pretty much, dead or alive. And so as a little kid, from the age of I think 7, and then by this point, I guess this is like going throughout her life. Eventually, she's like 16, and basically she goes from group to group, trying to gather information on how to find these stones, and has to go to basically thugs to do this. And then ultimately, they all try to turn her in at the last minute when like basically the cops come, and she of course runs to survive, and then they all like end up like cursing her name because they're like, where'd she go? We were trying to turn her in to like save themselves. And then ultimately this leads up to this other main character who is basically an antagonist, and she joins him because she has something that he needs, and I guess ultimately he has something that she needs, so it's like it works. But ultimately, like, he's not really great, and she knows this. So yeah, that's where I got that reading from, if you're kind of curious about where that comes from. So let's get some spirit guidance. I'm hearing, this is all maybe stuff that you're like, pretty much you know, and the main message I'm getting now, maybe a question you might be having is, could you come back to this person? Is it too late? Like, you know, like, I did these things, I kept running. Maybe you said lies that were like to like help them, but it was like, I don't know, you like just, there was something you weren't able to tell them. And I'm hearing like, with the One Piece messages, that they've got your back, that they will be there for you, or somebody will. There's always, there's somebody out there, whether it's this person of the past or not, or if you've even ever met that person that doesn't end up backstabbing you, that doesn't end up betraying you, and you know, a lot of that has to do with how you feel about yourself. You know, once you feel a connection where you don't feel as though you get backstabbed anymore, like about yourself, then you will attract people with that same energy. So on one end, it's like, it's not up to you what other people do, but on a different aspect, you can like manifest your reality, and you just gotta keep on going, keep on believing and trusting. And I really feel as though you'll meet the friends and perhaps like significant other that you're looking for. And if it's someone in the past and ultimately they didn't really ever do anything to you, but you ran away, and it's maybe because they didn't do anything to you and that scared you and you thought they would eventually, I'm hearing that their connections cannot be broken. So I feel as though they may just come back to you. They're on their way, you're on your way. You guys are guiding yourself back to each other if that is what you desire. If you truly never wanted to leave a certain place, somewhere that you did feel safe, but maybe you worried that one day you wouldn't, I'm hearing you can go back. You never left. If family is family, so if family runs away, family can always come back. So that's message 1. So, sending love and light. Those of you who chose reading number 2, that would be this one, volume 27. So I'm hearing to use this deck. So, I'm hearing there's some sort of trials you are going through right now. You're trying to like learn something or figure something out, or there's something Spirit wants you to experience so that you get the hidden message. Yeah. These are the 4 trials, and this is like a hidden message. So that's where I got that from. And it's something regarding your feelings, how you feel, something you want. Though that's all of these readings, but okay. Shine, 19. Now I am hearing, well, let's see what this one is. If it's a 1-digit number, I'll go there. It is 198 and 194. So, something about shining on your own will help you succeed and grow. And there's something that you're just kind of putting on hold. Something that is put on hold regarding your heart. Maybe you're in disbelief. Maybe you are holding on to... Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of fear with this opportunity. This is like matters of love. This is maybe somebody. But I'm hearing with shine that ultimately on your own you will shine bright and grow, and that will attract this energy to move forward. So let's see, 198 and 194. So those pages don't exist. So I'm hearing 19 and 84. Where is the page numbers on this one? So this is page 7. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm hearing you gotta fall and get back up again. You gotta keep falling and get back up again. Shine in everything you do. Shine when you fall. Shine when you face plant. Like, if you fall and get hurt, shine through that. Like, just kind of, like, go with it. Like, woo, I fell. Like, I don't know. I really resonate with this because I feel like I love making mistakes. Sure, it's embarrassing or whatever, but I'm hearing, like, to really shine through anything. Shine through all of your faults, quote unquote, you know, faults. So yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing to improvise, make do with what you have and who you are. Like, in the last moment, if something comes up, like let's say you're falling and then a vine shows up, then you'll grab the vine and you'll swing. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. It's really funny. And then the next message, 251 is 87. So this is page 251. This is page 250. Or I mean, wait, 87, yeah. 86, 85, 84. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, you're gonna hit the jackpot. With the success and growth and this opportunity with your heart that's on hold, basically, you're gonna hit the jackpot. Think about like the hammer game, and this is like you just hit the hammer like right on the money, like boom, that like really strong like hit that just like, yup, that did the trick. So I'm hearing that. I'm hearing nothing can stop you. I feel like your greatest contestant, your greatest opponent is yourself, in that you're not gonna hold yourself back. You're gonna really make it through this, and something is on the horizon. Let's hear it. What is this? What is coming your way? What are you gonna pretty much be right on the money with? What are you gonna hit the jackpot with, so to speak? You know, what is by shining and being yourself? What are you getting out of this? You know, other than obviously success and growth. You are manifesting something. You are manifesting a reality that you think and dream about. When you shine, there is something that plays through your mind. Something that's been nurtured. Spirit. All of the chakras, look at this. They're intuitively, you know, Spirit's been trying to tell you. And with your own will, you can make this happen. You can manifest this. There's something that you're nurturing, that you've been nurturing, that you've been treating with unconditional love. I'm hearing, because a 3 and a 3 makes me think of a 3 of cups below this. So it's like, and so like no matter what, you're like not letting anything stop you. You're not letting anything stop you from growing and doing what you want to do. This is what you can do. You're doing things you can do, and what you can do is manifest this reality that Spirit is talking about and third eye chakra is talking about. So let's see what this is about. What are you manifesting? Oh, communication. You got so many chakras. You're manifesting communication. You're manifesting, since you're getting so many chakras, balance. So there's a lot of positive energy coming from this. So communication, you know, you are communicating with someone. What's going to come from that communication? Embrace a gift. A great gift. 21. Alright. So that's reading number 2. Running out of store space, so I gotta get faster. So, hope that resonated with you guys. Sending love and light. Peace out. Also, these seem to be about maybe past, present, and future. It's a little bit of a blur for me. Kind of going quick, but... Alright, volume 36. For those of you who chose reading 3, I feel like you're going through a really difficult time. You're facing some very powerful challenges. And you got this. You just need to figure out what you're doing this for, which is yourself, and to understand. If you go through this with determination, you will get out of this. This is something you know you can beat. This is something you know you can become victorious through. That at the end of this, you will rise from the ashes stronger than you've ever been. So that's what I'm hearing. Let's see. I'm hearing to take one message from... It really wants to be the top card. Buffalo. I'm getting so many 19s. Reading 1 got 19, reading 2 got 19, reading 3 got 19. Let's see. Does this deck want to be giving me messages? Yes. 18. Confront. Something about your past you gotta confront. There's something about everything in your life that you gotta confront. Maybe understanding how you got to your circumstances, that you got there with your own free will, pretty much. Something I'm hearing. It's a little bit from a Mystic Moon. But also, like, appreciate the past. Like, there's something to be gained from all of your experiences that could help you through this journey right now. Remembering the good times, remembering what there is to appreciate about the past moments, that maybe the past is a little cloudy and shadowy, but the truth is, with Buffalo, it's like there was so much gained from it. Everything was used, you know, everything was utilized to its fullest potential. Like, you're a very considerate person, basically, is what I pick up on. But, you know, I think that's everyone. But Buffalo, it's really like honoring something to the point where you make sure that nothing goes to waste. So I'm hearing this is about something from the past. 18, 19. If these are single digit cards, that's going to speak some measures for me. They're not. 22 and 24. You're getting some very interesting numbers. You're going up 1, 18 to 19, and you're going up to 22 to 24. So I'm hearing to take 4 pages and create 1 reading from it. There's something, let go of the past, get attracted by, or be turned on by what there is still in store for you. That there's plenty of opportunity for pretty much there's plenty of opportunity. Yeah. What is this all about? Let me see. Page 18. It's page 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 1, 2, and 24. There's something very polite. Hold on. I'm getting a message. Here, I'll pause so I can look through these and save time. Okay, so what I'm getting here, I feel like Mystic Moon right now. I feel like I'm really channeling a lot of her energy. But what I'm getting here is, perhaps in this situation, what's making this tough, what's making it tough to let go of the past and to appreciate where you are, is because, quite honestly, you're in a sense, you're very innocent in a lot of the situations that you think about. For like basically what's coming up is that you have experience being accused of things that you didn't even do. Maybe you're being blamed for something that you're like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And they're like, stop. I know you ate the pie last night. And you're like, I was in, I don't know, Hawaii yesterday. I didn't eat the pie, man. And they're like, we saw you. we saw you, one of your friends said this. It's like, they're like, basically it's like they saw someone, it's like, they're accusing you because you're involved because they know somebody that knows you, basically. And that person can be very close to you, or they could be not, but I'm picking up they're close to you in some way. So it's like, maybe it's like they're like, well, your friend said this, you know, and then you're just like, that's not true. Or they're like, we saw your friend there, so you must have been there. And you're like, well, that's not true. Something along those lines, I feel like, is a very common occurrence in your life. That you get accused for things that you didn't do, and that often it's difficult to deal with the situation because basically, while you didn't have to do with it, somebody that you know or are close to did have to do with it. And maybe you didn't even know if that person did or didn't, but basically you're associated in some way, so you're the one there, so they're kind of like yelling at you, but you're not really the one they should be talking to, but you're the only one who's there, pretty much. And then ultimately, I just get that like you're very polite, and that you're just trying to like work things out with everyone, make compromise. I'm hearing that's like not a bad energy to just like that you're just like a good person, and that you're just trying to create a way where everyone doesn't get offended or something in any way. Let me see. 181 is another message that I'm hearing. Okay, 187, 9th chapter, so 346. 345, 346, so 187, 86, 85, 84, 83, 82, 81. Haha, I see. Understanding is coming. Understanding how all of this works and makes sense, and basically understanding who's creating trouble. It's not you, and you know it's not you, but it's something. You don't know what it is, perhaps, but basically the big reveal is coming up. It's like people closer. It's almost like the people, basically it's like the people who are pointing the finger at you, the people who are blaming you, they are the person to blame because we reflect others, you know, I am the universe, you are the universe, all that stuff. Basically, if I am blaming someone, it is me unable to put the blame on myself. Basically, I'm unable to hold myself accountable. So it's like they're blaming you for their own stuff, pretty much. So that is the ultimate message from this. And so Spirit is saying to let go of that, because that's not you. If that's not you, there's no point. Let go of that. That's not your past. That's their past. Your past is rather beautiful, and there's a lot of attraction in it. There's a lot of love with it. That's something, you know, and like obviously everyone's past is also dark. Light and dark both exist within another, like, you know, they're both kind of technically the same thing. That's not what I necessarily meant. I just meant like what you're letting go of is other people's problems, pretty much. So that's the reading. I don't have much time for the last one. Sending love and light. Peace out. Alright, I'm going to leave these cards out. Reading 4 is volume 42. I am getting, very